Thank you, Justin. Instead of starting his first day of work at the Bexar County Jail today, this man was instead booked into jail. 20-year-old Alucard Harris was wanted for online solicitation of a minor with intent for sexual contact. He was arrested this weekend and was supposed to begin working as a temporary jailer today. BCSO deputies were called to a home for an outcry of sexual assault involving a minor. Upon further investigation, the victim identified Harris through Snapchat, saying that is where authorities say he tried to talk with the victim. Harris's bond is set for $100,000.
Russia's war on Ukraine is said to be one of the contributing factors to higher gas prices. Since it started, gas prices are up nearly 50 cents a gallon, and some drivers are now paying $7 per gallon for gasoline.
And there are new indications this morning that the U.S. may soon ban Russian oil, which means prices could rise even higher. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest.
Oh my God.
Gas prices shocking drivers at the pump.
It's $100 and it's not even a full tank.
The national average now topping $4 for the first time since 2008, and it's only 11 cents away from an all-time record. In California, $4 a gallon would be a relief. The average there is $5.28. Prices at this Shell station in Los Angeles hitting nearly $7. The war in Ukraine fueling the surge. And prices could soon soar even higher as the U.S. appears to move closer to banning Russian oil imports.
We are now talking to our European partners and allies to look in a coordinated way at the prospect of banning the import of Russian oil while making sure that there is still an appropriate supply of oil on world markets. That's a very active discussion as we speak.
Bloomberg reports the White House is now considering banning Russian oil without European allies joining in. Europe is far more reliant on Russian energy. But the White House telling ABC News overnight no decision has been made. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in a letter Sunday saying, "Let me be clear. The United States need not choose between our democratic values and our economic interests." M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
In your other morning headlines, a security scare at Joint Base Andrews outside Washington, D.C. in Maryland. Authorities say two people, at least one of them armed, drove through a security checkpoint last night, not long after Vice President Kamala Harris and other officials had arrived on base. Barriers were deployed to stop the vehicle. The two intruders got out and ran away. Authorities caught one person with a weapon. They're still searching for the other. The motive behind the incident was not immediately clear. The vice president had returned to base after a trip to Selma, Alabama. Harris, her staff, and several cabinet members, including Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, all left the base safely.
In Washington, the House Sergeant at Arms has issued an emergency declaration for Capitol Police in response to trucker convoys in the D.C. area. There's concern that the so-called People's Convoy could snarl Washington traffic so much that officers will not be able to get to the Capitol. An armada of truckers and supporters circled the D.C. Beltway this weekend for 4 hours to protest pandemic restrictions. The convoy of hundreds of trucks, cars, and SUVs traveled in a deliberately slow-moving formation stretching over roughly 30 miles. Ironically, as the convoy protest continues, many of the COVID-19 mandates at federal and local levels have been blocked or rescinded.
The National Weather Service now says a deadly tornado that hit parts of Iowa this weekend was at least an EF3 in strength. At least 7 people were killed across the state, 2 of them children. More than 50 homes were damaged or destroyed. Severe storms slammed other parts of Iowa as well, with baseball-sized hail raining down in some places. Now the state faces a blast of wintry weather this week. President Biden has been in touch with the state's governor to offer federal assistance.
Time now, 4:36 and 49 degrees for now.